It's Clem.
And Courtney.
And we're
making messes and making food. We're daddy daughter in the kitchen.
So what are we going to call this episode?
Garlic tips and chips.
Tips and chips. So first, a couple of garlic tips. When I first started dealing with garlic, I really didn't know the proper way or a speedy way to peel it. So I would just do everything slow and by hand, peeling away the layers. But first, you can bust out all of your cloves just by pressing down on the top like that. A lot faster than peeling. It's going to separate our paper from our cloves. Next, I used to peel all the cloves by hand, which can be a little bit tricky and a little bit sticky. The paper starts to stick to your fingers. Now there's two different ways, well, there's probably more than two different ways, but there's two that we're going to show you today when you're peeling garlic. If you are just mincing the garlic or dicing it, all you need to do is take the side of a knife, press down, paper comes right off, nice and easy. But what if you want to keep your garlic whole for
garlic chips?
We want to preserve the integrity of the cloves. So check out this trick. I'm going to take a handful of these, maybe not all of them, but half of them. Okay. This is just a standard ball canning jar. Put on the lid. All right, do you want to do the honors or should I? Okay. Did we determine which side works better, the glass or the metal?
No.
We should have done one batch all just side shaking like this, and one with a more annoying sound. All right, and as you can see, the paper has more or less come right off. So there's still little bits of the garlic paper or husk, whatever it's called, stuck to it. So we're just going to give them a real quick rinse off, just to get those little bits off. Now in terms of making garlic chips, sure, you can take a knife and sit there and real delicately cut your chips, but for less than $10 you can get yourself a hand mandolin like this. I would also recommend you spend about another $10 and get a pair of cut resistant gloves, because you can get going very quickly on something like this, and you're dealing with something fairly small, so you're going to get down to the blade pretty fast. And you don't want to cut off the tip of your finger. So I'll do a couple and then I'll let you take over while I get a pan ready. This is bi-directional, so I can just go back and forth, side to side, until I got my chips. I'll put my little end down here. Do another one. See how fast this goes.
Yeah.
Next we're going to take a large flat bottom skillet, and I'm going to go just a little past medium heat. I've done this with butter before. This time I'm just going to try a blended oil. And you know what? I might throw a tablespoon of butter in there just for the flavor. Once that butter has melted and started to bubble, and we've got the whole bottom of the pan coated, we'll throw in our garlic chips.
When your butter or oil is ready, add the garlic and start stirring. Normally you won't need a pan this big, but we're going to want that garlic flavor for our next video that we're recording today.
At about 7 minutes, these things are fully done. Maybe even a hair or two done. I'm going to scoop them out onto a plate lined with a paper towel. Now we might have done these about a minute too long. I think it's better to err on the side of taking them off a little bit early. Here's a batch that we did the other day. You can see the color difference here. These are a lot lighter, but they're nice little garlic chips. Oh, I thought we were going to do cheers. Ting! Very garlicky. Kind of, it's like a really potent roasted garlic flavor. But these things, these little slivers, they're great on topping chicken or fish. We put them on salads. You can crumble them up and put them on soup. They kind of become sort of, I wouldn't quite call them, a replacement for salt and pepper, but certainly they're a nice little thing you can do for plating and flavor if you like garlic.